And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. I knew it like destiny, and at the same time, I knew it as choice. Despite the heart-numbing frost, my soul is blooming like spring. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. You often meet your fate on the road you take to avoid it. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. Dream as if you will live forever. Live as if you will die today. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. Without education, you're not going anywhere in this world. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. That is all very senseless, but this senselessness has a pretty mouth, and it smiles. To subdue an enemy without fighting is the greatest of skills. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. Many things that don't really mean so much of anything are wonderful. As he learns the truth will automatically free him. Fear not the path of truth, for the lack of people walking on it. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. Savor everything, cling to nothing, live now, because living then won't be any better. No one is too busy. It's only a matter of priorities. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Distance sometimes lets you know who is worth keeping and who is worth letting go. I'm not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. An over-examination of life can deter you from life itself. When you know what you want, and you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. Growth is in a series of mistakes. That's the only way you learn. Take care of your body, then the rest will automatically become stronger. Chaos is more freedom. In fact, total freedom, but no meaning. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. You will never know how high you can climb until you reach the top. Sometimes, the best of God's gifts arrive by the shattering of all the window panes. A path doesn't appear on its own. We've to make it, and we can make it. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. Be bold. Don't be shy to say no to the future you don't like. In business, professionalism is not a tactic, but a moral value. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. We must live together as brothers, or perish together as fools. Opening up to the wrong person is like putting ammo in their hands. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. For we can only know that we know nothing, and a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Faster, faster, until the thrill of speed overcomes the fear of death. Words are for meaning. When you've got the meaning, you can forget the words. Kendati batasantara kebebasan, dan ketidak pedulian terkadang saru. Being born is like being kidnapped and then sold into slavery. Never get bitter. Life is a medley of good and bad ingredients. I kept always 2 books in my pocket, one to read, one to write in. Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. If water derives lucidity from stillness, how much more the faculties of the mind? If you concentrate on small, manageable steps, you can cross unimaginable distances. All men know the utility of useful things, but they do not know the utility of utility. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. I have given my word that only death will take me from you. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. Heaven does without doing, through its purity. Earth does without doing, through its calmness. One half of the world cannot understand the pleasures of the other. Accepting oneself does not preclude an attempt to become better. Strange what being forced to slow down could do to a person. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. Secret operations are essential in war. Upon them, the army relies to make its every move. Crying can bring relief, as long as you don't cry alone. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. Deal with your past so that it won't affect your future. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. Whatever is going to happen will happen, whether we worry or not. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. Where you are in a few months depends on what you do today. War is a matter of vital importance to the state. Travel light, live light, spread the light, be the light. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. We seek the fire of the spark that is already within us. There are no second chances in life, except to feel remorse. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. Before you find your soulmate, you must first discover your soul. When something can be read without effort, great effort has gone into its writing. When you take control of your attitude, you take control of your life. Rewards for good service should not be deferred a single day. The only source of knowledge is experience. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. If you know both yourself and your enemy, you can win 100 battles without a single loss. The spirit tower has its guardian, but unless it understands who its guardian is, it cannot be guarded. There's so much to be grateful for. Words are poor things. Life is an essay you yourself have to write, start to finish. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. If you can feel the future, then you are about to experience it. Face your life, its pain, its pleasure. Leave no path untaken. An unexciting truth may be eclipsed by a thrilling falsehood. We are all worms, but I do believe that I am a glowworm. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. It shocks me how I wish for what is lost and cannot come back.